Hello, everybody. I'm Moonshine. What's cracking? It's been a couple days since I've done a reading. Oh, I don't even have my glasses on. It's been a couple days. I was working a lot. Alright, something rare might be happening right now. Got this little indication. Alright. Whew. My bath was too hot today. Alright. Holy swords. 6 of Swords, Knight of Swords, 2 of Swords. It's a rare occurrence. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this moon card here, this moon spell, I kind of read it for a second because it just dropped as I passed my hand by it. And it says, when the moon passes into the Earth's shadow, a lunar eclipse takes place. Look what's on the top of there, right? These are rare occasions that make a truly enchanting evening. I recommend you think ahead on what you want to accomplish in this phase because it's a rare occasion, okay? It's a rare occasion. Something very magical is happening, okay? I don't know what it is. I feel really weird. Who knows why, but I do. So I believe that some type of stalemate has come in, okay, and somebody has been stuck in energy, okay, and not able to move. 6 of Swords in reverse, 4 of Swords in reverse. So it's like very painful healing with absolutely no movement, okay? Like rehab, perhaps, right? It's like you're stuck there and you can't go anywhere. You're forced to heal. But it's almost like an aggressive healing because it's being forced. So you're like, eventually it's one of those things where you just have to give in. You just have to do it because now you're like, okay, these people are forcing me to do something, but now since they're not letting me out, they're never going to let me change. I'm just going to do and get better myself, right? And that's the Son of Cups. That's why it's in reverse, okay? Because I think that their intentions were to force you to do something, and then it didn't work that way, okay? And someone's coming in with some news here. There's news coming in that, from the looks of it, somebody gets to be freed from this institution or prison cell, something like that. Something along those lines. There's Gemini. Mother of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, Ace of Swords. Oof. Okay, so it looks like possibly maybe somebody's mother. Okay, a very unhealthy relationship, and somebody's mother might have confined them and led them to this, led them to the abyss, led them somewhere, and they didn't know what was going on. And then they locked them up. And like, take this as it resonates, obviously. It doesn't have to be physically. It could be mentally they blocked you, okay? They could have also blocked your number, blocked your Facebook, blocked something. And it's like, yo, that's my mom. Like, my mom blocked me. Like, the fucking queen of the house blocked me. And you don't really know why. Maybe somebody's mom isn't talking to them and they don't know why. Or wherever this Mother of Pentacles is in reverse. It could be an adoptive mother. It could be an aunt that looked after you. Maybe somebody you were close to as a child. And this person, whatever relationship they're in, is not a good match for them. So it might bring out the worst characteristics possible in this person because they're not supposed to be with this other person. So they blocked the kid. All right, they blocked their own child, or like you might not be a child anymore, but you're still their child. And then there's the Ace of Swords. So like I have a feeling that this is the truth, right? Like you're in search of the truth of why somebody's words have blocked you, or why they've blocked you, why they've stopped communication with you. It's like somebody deserves to know why. Why did you just leave me? Why haven't you spoken to me? Why haven't you said anything? So this whole time while they're waiting for this person maybe to come back and say something, they just decided to start actually focusing on themselves and not a relationship. There's the Ace of Pentacles with Justice. They might have put a lot into work, right? And they just kind of took justice, into their own hands, and they did what they could do with their time while they were waiting for this truth to come out. So I think some type of truth is going to come out here of why this person led you into the darkness. Why they haven't spoken to you or said anything to you. Yeah, they're ready. Somebody's finally ready. Like, you might have hurt them in some way and spoke some truth to them, and then it made this person go run and hide. And you're like, what the fuck? Like, it was my truth. It had something to do with me. And then now they're finally ready to take what you said out of them. All right? It might have to do with an Emperor. Again, in reverse. This also could be Aries. They could be with an Aries. Libra's here as well. With Gemini. So, double air right there. So, who are we? Sagittarius? Fire? Igniting this? Oof. Okay. And then we've got Judgment on what's been kind of left scattered, right? It seems like something wasn't left properly. And it was just kind of left behind, maybe. And I do think there's a Mother of Pentacles in reverse and an Emperor in reverse that have to do with these lovers. So that's a male and a female that obviously take up this Lovers card. And whatever they did, there's news coming in, okay? Why the Emperor in reverse? There's that eclipse. Again, in the same card. Why the Emperor with this eclipse? What is going on? Yeah. So, I think something happened. I think this Emperor possibly could have been a greedy rat. And they took something, they siphoned something. They took somebody's emotions. This could be your father or something like that. And they're about to tell you that this person is a rat. All right? There also could be money for you. This person could have left you money or something. This Emperor could have left you money. House could have burnt down. There are so many storms. Somebody's house could have just poof. Son of Wands in reverse. Knight of Wands in reverse. This person's definitely it's like they want to move fast towards you, but they're too heated up. They have to wait until they calm down. Somebody's really pissed off about this money. Maybe they thought the money was going to go to them. You know, maybe this is like some type of doting son, right? This is the son, and the mother or the father decides to give it all to the daughter or something like that, and the son's the one that has to relay the message, like, listen, my father left you everything and gave us nothing. Could be something like that. Ace of Pentacles, like there's a chance, like there's money here. There's money here. Oof. There's that lightning again. There's that lightning coming down again. This is really, I think this is really going to heal somebody's heart. Like, I don't know what has happened between you and these people, but I really think that they're the ones all spun out of control, not you. I just heard you're cool as a cucumber, whatever the fuck that means. Like, you knew this judgment was going to come to these lovers. That's why you just left them. Because you just left everything scattered. They can figure it out themselves. Fuck that. Don't try to help people unless they truly need your help. And something really hurt them, and now they can live with the pain. Because it's like they don't want to say anything because they think that they're going to go off the handles. So maybe somebody else relays the message about this emperor meeting this tower moment. Because it's like somebody's heart is wrapped up in something. It's like they don't want to say anything. Somebody's nervous to say anything. But you're not. You're not nervous. Your heart's not broken, but theirs are. So there's multiple people attached to this emperor. That's why so many people are willing to say something. If this Knight of Wands doesn't calm down, then this Son of Swords is going to come out and say something. Yeah, somebody's definitely worried about. It's like, I feel like people don't trust what they're going to say to you. They're worried that they're not going to say the right thing. Like, I don't know what this emperor did. But people are scared to say something about it. So it's like they've just gone quiet. Well, that's a coward for you. Fucking big time. Big time coward. This is something socially mechanical. That's a Hope's Fall song about a wedding that's gone wrong. Which will be these lovers in reverse. I think these people are only together because it was socially acceptable for them to be together. But they should have never even got married. They've been flying in reverse ever since. Taking their kids for granted, taking what they have for granted. Leaving things behind, not finishing things. This couple didn't care what they did. And that's the truth. And that's why they get judgment. Because now all of a sudden all these words have come back to bite them in the ass about what they left behind. It's like somehow you've come back and you haven't shut your mouth. Like, I don't know what you're doing, but it's like a fish. You know, a fish can't stop swimming or it's going to stop breathing. Right? You have to keep that water going through their lungs at all times, right? They can't stop. They have to keep moving. And that's the thing, is like, that could have been you. right? Like they forced you to heal, they wanted it to be done their way, and you wanted to move. So because they wouldn't let you out of this place, right? You kept moving in your own way, even though they stopped you. So it's like you never stopped talking. Like, I don't know if you've got like a blog page or if you're a writer. I do see somebody writing, constantly telling their story, constantly getting, because that's the thing is like, when you need to get something out, you're never going to be quiet about it. You're never going to shut up about it, because that's your life. And when people take your life and put it in their hands and make decisions, then damn right, I hope you talk about it for the rest of your life. Because it's not that you're talking about it because you want to talk about it. You're talking about it because people need to hear it. Because you're not the only one. Hate to say it, but out of like 8 billion people that are here, trust me, you ain't the only one. This storyline could be the exact same storyline with 10 to 15 other people, let alone who it can reflect with just through advice and what's going on in other dimensions and on the surface they can't see. Right? That could even relate to thousands, because they're not taking the message to the specific point. They're taking it as advice around certain things in their life that are happening that they feel like they can't control. Right? Like, you can't control what your parents do. They decided to marry each other. But they have to realize that the decisions that they made while they're married, or continue to make while they are married, they will pay for. They will reach a judgment like anybody else does. They don't get a get out of jail free card, right? They don't get I don't have to see a God when I die and pass over. Nobody gets out of that. Like, everybody's got to pay the piper. Everybody's got to see the man at the end of the altar, at the end of the ceremony, at the end of the path, at the end of the road, at the end of the dream, at the end of the movie, right? Everybody faces the man in the mirror. And then they have to face the man that's behind that mirror that's been watching this whole time, right? The true identity behind all of us, right? And I don't think that anybody really realizes how many dimensions and orifices that this goes through, how many people that we have with us, and how many people are corrupt. Like, there was a demon in my room last night. So my sister saw this entity while I was at work in my room. And I think it's been trying to scare me for a long time. But I don't get scared of demons. They can't do anything unless I give them the power to do what they want to do. So I just fucking yell at them all the time. I call them idiots, stupid, tell them to get the fuck out of my room, Palo Santo everything, tell them to go back to their maker, to their creator, that they're banished from earth, that they can't be here anymore. I don't let a demon bully me. So this demon was in my room last night. And the way it came through was my sister told me the story when she saw it, and then I forgot about it, and then it came through a song and I remembered, and then it was literally breathing down my neck. I could feel it. Everything around me went so cold. Like, I'm talking freezing cold. And I was standing in my room going, all right, so you're here. Like, I know what the fuck you are. You really think you're going to stand in my room and you're going to bully me somehow? Like, that's basically what I did to it. Palo Santo his ass, fucking burned him, got him out of my room, banished him from earth. Like, I don't care about these things. Are you kidding? I won't let things attack me if I don't need to. Why would I? I'm not going to ignore something like that. Like, my sister saw an entity in our apartment last night. I'm going to try to deal with it as soon as possible. But I'm also teaching her that the things that hide in the dark will reveal themselves in time. Right? That nothing that is hiding in the dark can scare you forever. Eventually, you do have to face it. Whether or not it's in this lifetime, another lifetime, this dimension, another dimension, it really doesn't matter. You will face all your fears, because suddenly somebody will reveal what it truly is to you. And then once you see it, you go, oh, well, that's embarrassing. I thought I was going to be way more scared than that. No. Right? It's an illusion. And actually, I had this dream once, to wrap up this reading, because I do think that they can't see something. They're blinded to something. Maybe you're blinded as to why you've had to heal this whole time. You're blinded as to what this person did to you. I'm not quite sure. But I do know that, I forgot my story. I do know that I'm high. right now. And I'm getting really hot. What was I even gonna fucking say? That's embarrassing. Babylon Ambar is embarrassing. Son of Wands again in reverse. Yeah, this person somebody has to wait to tell you something until they're not angry anymore. What the fuck was I gonna say? I was actually gonna tell a legit story because that's what I do sometimes at the end of readings, but other than the demon in my room last night, I don't really know what else to talk about. That really just took up the whole fucking show. Stupid demons. Idiots. Ugh, they're so gross. Ew, and he just kept showing his dick to me. I was like, really? Really? Yeah, bring it over here. I got some scissors in the corner. Stretch it out. I'll fucking cut it off. Haha! That's from, Red Dragon? The grandmother? You wet yourself again? Honestly, maybe that's that twisted fucking Mother of Pentacles. Like, you pissed your sheets and your grandmother threatened to cut your dick off. Like, no doubt. My grandmother was psycho. She was so fucking strict. And like strict is gonna get you into heaven. Like the fucking queen was coming over every day. And then my stepmother did the same thing. Someone's lying. And I know that someone's lying. Someone's making it seem like they're all pissed off and they can't handle something. But the thing is that they know the truth. They just don't want to see it. They just don't want to acknowledge that they know the truth. But they do. Everybody knows the truth deep, 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 deep. It's a knowing. It's a knowing that hides inside of you. And it's whether or not you ignite it. Because the truth is the most god-awful thing you're going to hear. It ain't sunshine and rainbows. The truth of the matter and the truth behind things is so fucking corrupt and so fucking juvenile and pathetic. Pisses me off. Anyways, I still cannot remember the fucking story I was going to tell. I mean, I guess it really doesn't matter. I obviously wasn't supposed to come on. Oh my gosh, okay, I'm just dying to show my new painting. All right, so I did a painting. I finished it last night. I have not. It is still very wet. So it's an underwater painting. And basically what it is about is, I can't really bring it too close, but yeah, you get kind of the gist of it. What it's about is basically the natural darkness that we have inside of us, and that darkness can creep up and into our emotions. And no matter what we do, we are in control of it. And that darkness is there, and it's always going to be there, but it's the way that we handle our emotions. It's the way that we handle the love in ourselves and how we speak it. And sometimes speaking the truth, like I feel like somebody speaks the truth in some way, or like I said, they've kept themselves swimming even though they can't go anywhere. They can't physically go anywhere. That doesn't mean that they can't keep themselves alive, right? So someone's been doing a really, really good job on keeping themselves communicative, okay, but still in their emotions and healing, right? Because I think a lot of this has to do with love. You know, a lot of this has to do with our parents and our families and what we were raised in and what we were born into and the burdens that we carry because of the mistakes of our parents and because of the mistakes of the ones who say that they love us truly are the ones that hurt us the most, right? And I think that's, I mean, my paintings now are kind of coming alive. Like, this is the other one now fully completed. That's how it turned out. And from this, it seems like from looking at your life from a different perspective, you know, going to the highest we can go and looking down, right? And then going the lowest we can go and looking up. right? I think that's how these paintings kind of just, I don't know, mirrored themselves. And I think that that's all about a lot of transformation, right? A lot of what people are going through and how people have hurt you and they've buried things deep down. And it's darkness isn't going to make people run away from you. Surprisingly, it's not. Darkness, when you release darkness and you release it the right way, you actually get a lot of people, oh my God, I'm getting this song by Hanson, I Will Come to You. Okay, that I have not heard that song, I think, since I was 10 years old. Okay, when you have no one to walk beside you and you have no one to guide you and you've got nobody with you, I will come to you, right? And that's like when you've got nobody with you and you've got nobody around you and you've got nobody that you can communicate with or understand you've got yourself, really, right? So you learn to love yourself and to be your own best friend, and that you have to let your darkness out and you have to let your emotions out, because if you bottle that up, you're the one that has to live with it. Not anybody else, but the other people that are around you will feel that effect, right, of you not healing properly. So, and art is really healing. I'm getting my sister to do a lot of painting, because painting is very healing, and it allows a lot of things to come out of us, and a lot of regressed things. Is that what you say? Is it repressed memories and things that we've put behind? And now there's this tree over here, okay? And every day it shows me something different with this kind of circle, and something's always in the middle. And today, inside the circle is a tree. So whatever this emperor did, okay, he is burning himself down, or the universe is burning him down. That lightning is coming down, and it's going to take him down, and it's going to take down that mother, and whatever that mother did in order to support that emperor or support herself, she's going to have to pay the consequence for it too. So if she comes knocking on your door, or if she comes talking to you because she's acting all pissed off and mad, remember, she's not pissed off and mad. She's pretending, okay? And it's taken her this long to say something to you because it's taken her this long to figure out the truth, because she's the one that put herself in the dark along with you. So, infinity and beyond. Look at that, Four of Wands. Like, that's the eye, right? It's like, that's what that tree is showing, right? It's like that tree every now and then is an eyeball, right? It'll show me an eyeball because whatever is in the middle kind of changes, but a lot of times it's a cornea, so it's like double circle. And I know that people are watching. And I was at work the other day, and I went up the tower, and I looked out into the sky, and there was a fucking eyeball in the middle of the sky with all these clouds. It looked like the eye of Soren, or what is that? I've got it over here too, from the Lord of the Rings. The eye. Is it Solomon? No. That doesn't sound. That's not right. It's the dark king, or whatever his name is, right? And like, I know that somebody's watching. There's always people in the sky watching, and it's not like people on their phones fucking just got their glasses and their binoculars on. No, like, there's a bigger essence. It comes through the eyes of animals. Like, your dog is watching you. Your dog is watching how you treat your children. Your cat is watching how you treat your children. Your fish is watching how you treat your wife. Like everything has eyes. The fucking TV's got eyes now. Your goddamn fucking ringers on your house have eyes, okay? This camera's got an eye. Everything has got eyes. Everything is watching. And it's juvenile and immature to believe that anybody thinks they can get away with anything. Just, if somebody thinks that they can get away with something, if they're planning something, right? Even if it's just to molest a child, an unborn child. Oh, if it comes out a girl, I'm totally gonna molest it and fuck it up. Oh, all right. You just laugh. All right, well, someone's gonna watch you do that the entire time. And once I find you, I'm going to kill you. And Anyways, I'm going to shut this down. Thanks for watching. I hope it resonates with somebody. I hope this tainted ass Mother of Pentacles that was married to this jackass gets what's coming to her. And honestly, I hope that you get out of this institution, and I hope you get out of whatever this is that they shoved you in or forced you to go into. So then it's almost like, you know, because back in the day, if they put you in an institution, you know, like they took women's rights away from them all the time. Right? They all of a sudden said that their wife was crazy and she's not feeding the kids anymore and she's abusing. They just came and took her away. They took the husband's advice. They took what the husband said because it was always about the male. It was never about the female. And they would just take her rights away from her. Like, we have fought for centuries to get back rights for people who lie. And then lying continues to exist. And it drives me insane because family members lying over family members to get things, I think you should be fucking beheaded. Like, or have you ever seen, what's that movie with William Wallace? Braveheart? You know, I think a lot of monsters deserve to die that way. Have their intestines ripped out. Have their bodies be stretched. Right? Have them be whipped. And then, poof, cut their head off. Why not? Right? So, anyways, a little on the less violent side. In my creative writing mind, how I think every pedophile should die. The memoirs of Whitney's head and pedophiles dying. Honestly, what I would write down. The many, many ways and torture schemes. Anyways, on a lesser note, I'm going to go to work now. Thanks for watching. I hope it resonates. Peace out. Have a good one. I hope this bitch goes down, and I hope it's not you. I hope that you get all you need from this life. All right? Later.